that's not about you. Can't drink without thinking about you. Is it too late to tell you that everything means nothing if I can't have you? I'm in Toronto and I got this view, but I might as well be in a hotel room. Yeah, it doesn't matter cause I'm so content.
Hello everybody.
Spending all my nights reading texts from you. Oh, I'm good
we are back.
My distance. I know that you're the feeling I'm missing. You know that I hate to admit it, but everything means nothing if I can't have you. I can't write one song that's not about you. Can't drink without thinking about you. Is it too late to tell you that everything means nothing if I can't have you? I can't write one song that's not about you. Can't drink without thinking about you. Is it too late to tell you that everything means
I'm a little bit early, so I'm just gonna wait.
I'm so sorry that my timing's off, but I can't move on if we're still gonna talk. Is it wrong for me to not want half? I want all of you, all the strings attached. Oh, I'm good at keeping my distance. I know that you're the feeling I'm missing. You know that I hate to admit it.
Make sure you've all got a cup of tea ready. Such a banger of a song. So this is the second live stream I've done ever. I did one last Tuesday. I'm doing them every Tuesday, Twitch Tuesday, 7 o'clock. It went down really well last week and was great fun to do, so I thought let's keep it a thing every Tuesday. So it'll be cool just to, hang out, share questions, ask questions, anything you want to talk about. Yeah. I've got the chat open to my left, so I can see if there's any questions being asked or anything. I absolutely love this song. What a tune.
Our unpredictable.
Oh no, I'm on the wrong Spotify account. I've got adverts in this.
So when you get a chance
that's
to cut
annoying.
the grass, you need a lawnmower you can rely on.
I don't know how that's
like
happened.
It's built to last with a
oh well, we just have to sit through the adverts.
Time to
I'll just turn them down. So there won't be any music for the time being, just be me talking. So yeah, as I said, last Tuesday we did this, and it was wicked. It was great to kind of have people watch and kind of talk about audio stuff and kind of how I mix and my process and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, and it was obviously good to hear, what people want to hear as well, and things that they wanted to know, like vocal delays, reverbs, what I use, how I use it, and the process behind it. And today we're going to be revisiting the mix I did because there were some revisions, which is pretty normal to have from the client. The track is called Goodbyes by Gary Mictian. Awesome track, and I will play it in a minute, the mix. So the people that weren't here last week, if you haven't heard the track, I will play it down so you know where we got to, and then we'll go from there. Let's just wait for this to do. That's great. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play one of my favourite tunes. It's by James Taylor, and it's called Copperline. Everything about this track is amazing. It's magical. It's mixed really well. It just sounds incredible. If I can get a track that I work on to sound like this, then I'll retire. It is amazing. I'm going to play this track. Just listen to it.
Even the old folks that never knew why they call it like they do. I was wondering since the age of 2, down on Copper Line. Copperhead, Copper Beach, copper kettle sitting side by each. Copper coil, copper Georgia peach, down on Copper Line. Half a mile down to Morgan Creek, leaning heavy on the end of the creek. Picky leads and a hog-nosed snake, down on Copper Line. We were down on Copper Line. One summer night on the Copper Line, slip away past supper time. Wood smoke and moonshine, down on Copper Line.
So, just playing this track because to me this is such a great song. Everything about it, the mix is awesome, the actual songwriting is great, the musicians just incredible. So yeah, I have a dog, so you might hear some barking. James Taylor is the artist. The song is called Copper Line.
Down on Copper Line.
Just gonna wait for some more people to get onto the stream.
First kiss ever I took, like a page from a romance book. The sky opened and the earth shook. Down on Copper Line, down on Copper Line. Yeah. Took a fall from a windy height. I only knew how to hold on tight and pray for love enough to last all night. Down on Copper Line. Day breaks and the boy wakes up and the dog barks and the bird sings and the sap rises and the angels sigh. Yeah, I tried to go back as if I could. All spec house.
Who's heard this song before? I love listening to this song before I start a mix, because as I said earlier, if I can mix a track like this, then happy day.
Touch my memory, and I'm lifting up, rising free, down over Copper Line.
You see my dog,
Half a mile
Bailey.
down to Morgan
my
Creek.
dog Bailey,
I'm only living for the end
my
of
assistant
the
engineer, aren't you Bailey?
Picky leads and a hog-nosed snake,
High five.
down on Copper Line. Yeah, take me down on Copper Line. Oh, down on Copper Line.
Okay, so we're going to get into this now. So as I was saying earlier, I mixed this track by Gary Mictian called Goodbye last week. And as expected, you get some revisions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the track down, the mix, but I'll play it off File Pass. If you guys don't know what a File Pass is, I highly recommend it. It's you pay monthly for it, but it's the best outgoing I have as far as mix revisions go, where I can send a track off and the person can leave timestamps revisions. So it's amazing. I'm not sponsored by this. It's purely just because I love it and it is fantastic. So definitely check it out. So here we have the track and we have some revisions to the right hand side. So you'll hear them.
We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen, the greatest show I've ever seen. I close my eyes to fantasize, I keep on coming back to this. The only thing I've ever known, it's coming knowing I'm alone. Faces past, it never lasts, but in the end I'm on my own. So come let's dance, let's dance. So come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can get so high, mean it for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. Realize your compromise. The fire's burning not so bright. You look at me through different eyes. It's the greatest show I've ever seen. If I'm okay with that, I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I can't bring you back, I can live with losing it all. So come and dance, let's dance. So come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. Yeah. We can get so high, mean it for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye.
So that was the track that I mixed last Tuesday on live stream, and we have some revisions from the artist, and you can read to the right hand side what he's asked for. So first of all, my process is I'll be going through them one by one, and then I'll be finalising the mix, and then we're going to call that mix basically a day. If you've got any questions, please put them into the chat box. Like I say, got my laptop to the side so I can see everything that you guys are asking, and I'll go through everything that you want to know. My dog is currently outside going to the toilet, so I'm just going to let her back in, and while I do that, I'm just going to play some music, just so you're not waiting around for me. 2 seconds.
All it takes is one flight. We'd be in the same time zone. Looking through your timeline, seeing all the rainbows. I got an idea, and I know that it sounds crazy. I just wanna see you. Oh, I gotta ask, do you got plans tonight? I'm a couple hundred.
That is another great song by Shawn Mendes. So here is the mix. Yeah, let's go through this one by one. So the first revision was, I'm a really loud breather, so maybe bring the breaths down or cut them out entirely. I usually cut the breaths. Fantastic, we can do that. Personally, I always say don't ever cut breaths on a lead vocal, completely out, because you want it to sound natural, right? I mean, obviously it depends on the genre, but a natural human being that is singing is going to be breathing. So it can sound a bit weird if they're singing and they've not taken a breath. It sounds a bit unnatural. So what I tend to do this is I go through and I clip gain everything. So I'm going to solo the vocal, and we'll just go through it one by one. Here we go.
We can get so high, meaning for real. We can get so high, meaning.
I normally do around -9, -10 dB, depending on.
So high, meaning for real this time. We can let.
You can see that breath there. It's a little bit loud. Just put it down to -9 again. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, mathematically exact. It's just more of a feeling thing. You just play it within the phrase.
This time we can laugh, we can cry in the end, say goodbye.
See, these little ones, we can just put them down a little bit. And here.
Say goodbye, we can laugh.
So, you know, so the vocal still sounds natural by doing this. It just means that it's not really, really loud. Oops.
Goodbye, we can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV
You
screen.
don't need that N1. Let's just check this one a second.
We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see.
So you can see by doing this, it's not. What happens is basically when you're mixing a vocal, you can see from last week, I've added the compressor on. So obviously when you're compressing something, you are reducing the dynamic range, but you're bringing everything up in volume. And that makes everything loud, like the small things louder. So the breath in the actual vocal isn't loud, but because I've reduced the dynamic range with a compressor, I've actually brought the breaths up so they're at a similar level to the actual vocal. And what the artist is saying is he's saying that they're too loud for him personally. So we're fixing that now. Yeah.
On the TV.
There are
The TV.
quicker ways by doing this, but
The great.
I'm a big believer that if you do something manually, it tends to be better. That's just me being maybe old school. I know there are de-breathers and all of that, but
The greatest show I've ever seen. I close my. I close my eyes to fantasize. I keep on coming back to this. The only thing is, I keep on coming back to this. The only thing I've ever known. It's coming on this. The only thing I've ever known. It's coming on I'm alone. It's coming on I'm alone. Faces past.
so I'm just going through every single one. I know it can be a little bit boring, but it's one of those jobs that it's got to be done, and it always sounds better when it's actually done. So to me, it's worth the time doing it.
Faces past, it never lasts. But in the end, lasts. But in the end, I'm on my own. So come, let's dance, let's dance. So come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, my hand. Just hold my hand. Be devastated. Just hold my hand, my hand. Just hold my hand, my hand.
Oh, I've just seen that's on mute, so I don't need to do that bottom one actually. I can hide that. Let me just make sure that doesn't turn on in the There is no automation on, so we'll hide that. I think I was just trying to do something creative in the last Twitch.
My hand, just hold my. Just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. We can. That complicated.
You can hear all the reverbs and effects and the rides. Just soloing in it.
We can get so high, mean it for real thing, mean it for real. time. We can laugh,
Oh, we got one there.
we can laugh.
So I do this throughout the whole lead vocal.
We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. Try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh,
What
we
else
can
on
cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh.
Yeah.
Bye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye.
Just getting it natural.
In the end, say goodbye.
Oh, just got these ones to do.
So come, let's,
Nearly there.
so come, let's dance, let's dance. So come, let's dance, let's dance. So come, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. I won't be.
That was a little thing, a little click there. I have run this through Mouth Declick as well by RX, Isotope RX, if you know that. Great plugin, highly recommend.
I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. Just hold my hand, just my hand.
You can hear all these sharp breaths here. Just taking these out.
My hand, just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that
I'll keep that in there, not just lower it. You just got to make sure that it didn't sound too unnatural.
It's not that just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. We can get so high, mean it for real this time. We can lie, mean it for real this time. We can lie.
Great singer.
We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end. We can laugh.
Just get this one.
We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. As hard as I try, as hard as I try, we always say, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can laugh.
Let me know how you all are. I'm in the chat, as I say. Just let me know. How's it all going?
Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end.
This is one of those jobs where I can kind of talk and do it at the same
In
time.
the end, say goodbye.
Right, so that's kind of how I go through and I de-breath the vocals, just kind of minimalize it. Oh, there's one, some more up there I've missed. Let me just get to them. Oh, this one looks quite breathy.
And say goodbye. You realize you're
Doesn't need that.
Say goodbye. You realize, say goodbye. You realize your compromise. The fire's burning not so bright. You look at me through this. The fire's burning not so bright. You look at me through this light. You look at me through different eyes.
To be honest with you, that one probably doesn't really need taking down, but you know,
Me through
it's like my OCD. If I'm doing one, I've got to do all of them.
through different eyes. It's the greatest. It's the greatest. It's the greatest. It's the greatest show I've ever seen. If I'm okay with that, if I'm okay with,
And I'm just doing this one as well.
I'm okay with that. I can do. I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I can't bring it all, if I can't,
This one here as well.
if I can't bring you.
So sometimes when I'm tracking the vocals, I will do this kind of in the vocal tuning and editing stage, which I probably did, but it was because it was pre-compression, and as I said earlier, when you put compression onto the vocal, it does bring up the breaths as well. So sometimes it's very hard to identify exactly what's going to really be breathy in what part without the compressor on, because the compressor does change everything.
I can let.
Usually for the better, but normally over compressed vocals means
I can let.
really, loud breaths, which need to be pulled down.
So calm as.
No one wants to listen to really loud breaths. Right, let's have a listen to this then.
We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen, the greatest show I've ever seen. I close my eyes to fantasize. I keep on coming back to this. The only thing I've ever known, it's common knowing I'm alone. Faces past, it never
Yeah, those breaths are sounding great.
but in the end I'm on my own. So come, let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand, just
forgot this part.
so come, let's dance, so come, let's dance, so come and dance.
So you probably can't really hear it when all the tracks in, but
Let's dance, so come and dance.
because I'm a perfectionist, it will be on my mind. I'll be waking up like 4 a.m. being like, I haven't taken Gary's breaths out.
Dance, I won't be.
I've had this tune stuck in my head all week. Take that out.
I won't be devastated.
Oh yeah. That's an ad-lib at the end. Let's have a listen to this.
Hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can get so high, mean it for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. Realize you compromise. The fire's burning not so bright. You look at me through different eyes. It's the greatest show I've ever seen. If I'm okay with that, I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I can't bring you back, I can live with losing it all. So come, let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated.
Such a great pre-chorus.
Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. Yeah. We can get so high, mean it for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye.
Okay, so to me that's that revision done. So first one's done. Second one, I would alternate the slap vocal, intro chorus, more dry in a smaller space. Okay, so vocal effect differently. Oh, actually, while I'm at the ad-libs, let's take the ad-lib out. Take that ad-lib out. I hate it. Laugh out loud.
We did, just hold my hand. Did, just
this one.
I try. We always say goodbye. We devastated. Just hold my hand.
That's the one.
So come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. Yeah. We can get.
Ooh, I'm going to have a chat with him because I actually quite like that ad-lib that he told me to take out. But at the end of the day, it's his track. If that's what he wants, he can have that. Still sounds great without it. Not that it's an issue without it. It's just I also like it with it. But that'll be a conversation for a later date. Right, let's have a look. I would automate the slap on the vocal for the intro chorus. Could sound cool if it were more dry and in a smaller space. Right. So let's have a look then at this part.
We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen.
That sounds cool to me. Right, so let's do this then. So I'm just going to take... Do you know what? I'm just going to mute the reverb. Let's just try this.
Get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry.
Right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a separate reverb on this track. So to do this, I'm going to just duplicate the channel.
We can get so high, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. Get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry.
The Harlow vintage verb.
Get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV. We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye.
So I'm just adding a little bit of room. I learned that actually trick by mixed by Ali. He uses this drum area all the time on vocals. It's a really good kind of room sound, but it sounds really cool actually on this track as well. So I'm going to steal that idea from him. Let me just... Now, let's do another thing as well. Let's put the... I'm just going to move some of these plugins so I'm thinking as I'm doing it. Let's put a room verb on. I might have a room reverb somewhere set up already. No, I don't think I do. So let me just set one up now. Reverb. Send this to my vocal bus, to my all vocals. Let's just put this on a new one. Rename it. Room.
We can get so high, meaning for real this time.
So I'm going to use multiple reverbs. I've already got like a room reverb already, but I'm just going to do another one because I just want to create a little bit more depth to the reverb. Let's see what I've got actually. I've got the slate one might work. Wow, what's the slate one called? I've gone blank. I tell you what, let's just use the Seventh Heaven. See what rooms they've got.
We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry in the I see me on the TV. We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry in the air, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen, the greatest show.
Put some chorus on
We
it.
can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry in the air, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry in the air, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry in the air, say goodbye. We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry in the air, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see. We can get so high, meaning
I might keep the plate on, but just put it a lot lower.
time. We can laugh, we can cry in the air, say goodbye. We can laugh.
So it'll be a lot lower.
We can get so high. I see me on the TV. We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry in the air, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. We can get so high, meaning for real this.
Right, that's cool. I like what that's doing. I am going to now add some another kind of effects rack on here, just to create this a little bit different. We're going to call this one. Let's just call it width. Add some width to it now. Let's use effects rack. As I say, guys, I'm just experimenting here. I'm just playing around. There's no right, there's no wrong way. Let's just route this properly. Vocals. Bass. Go rename width, and then here. Let's just play around with what we've got. Pure experimenting.
Green, the greatest show I've ever seen. I close my eyes to fantasize. I keep on coming back to this. The only thing I've ever known. It's common knowing I'm alone. Faces past, it never lasts. But in the end, I'm on my own. So come, let's dance, let's dance. So come and dance, I won't be devastated. Green, the gets so high. Meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. We can get so high.
Not sure on it yet. I'm still looking. Let's try a warm slap room.
We can get so high. Meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. We can get so high. Meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV. We can get so high. Meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry.
Still not sure yet. I'm still working this out. He wants, for the intro chorus, if it was more dry in the smaller space. Now, I'm trying to work out if we use. Let's just try this.
We can get so high. Meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can.
Still not sure yet. I will find it. Let's try this one. They've got a good preset called Bathroom. Let's just try this.
We can get so high. Meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can.
That's the one. That's sounding better to me. Obviously, I've put that up very loud, but let's just hear this.
We can get so high. Meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. We can get so high. Meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the. We can get so high. Meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. We can get so high. Meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. The greatest show I've ever seen. I close my eyes to fantasize. I keep on coming back to this. The only thing I've ever known. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen, the greatest, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV
That's it, sounding good to me.
screen. We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen, the greatest show I've ever seen. I close my eyes.
I like that. It's a very, very subtle difference, but it just brings that vocal forward and a little bit more in a smaller space than when it all comes in with the synths. Next one, the vocal sample thing you added, maybe bring it up a bit. Oh, what did I add?
Hold my hand, just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated.
Go on. Oh, so the delays, he wants a little bit louder.
We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. In the end, say goodbye. As hard as I try, we come and dance. I won't be devastated. Let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just so come and dance. I won't be devastated.
Sounding good to me.
My hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can get so.
Oh, he wants some panning too. Yes, I can do that. Let me just. I've run out of inserts. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I'm not going to need the de-esser actually. These vocals were actually already de-essed on the recording in. I'm just adding the de-esser there just for extra safe. But when it's filtered, the reason why is because it's all fully filtered. It doesn't need a de-esser. It's not going to make any difference. Let's use Pan Man.
I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can't. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. Dance, I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. Dance, I won't be devastated. Dance, I won't be devastated. Just hold, let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can get so high. Let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand,
That sounded cool.
just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can get so high. Let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can get.
Nice, that was good with me. I'd bring up the cymbals a little bit.
We always say I try. We always say good.
Okay. The reason why that's loud is because you're listening to the limited version. And I've taken the limiter off for this purpose for now, for the revisions. So he's saying that he wants the cymbals louder in this section.
So come, let's dance. Let's say goodbye. As hard as I try, we say good. As I try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. As hard as, in the end say goodbye. As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye.
Yep, that's sounding good with me. Next one is, did you have a vocoder here? If so, bring it up a bit. If not, can you send one? Okay, if not, can send one. Right, so this was the vocoder I imported earlier. He actually sent that to me, which is this. Haha, that's cool. So hear this in a minute.
All I've ever seen. If I'm okay with that, I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I can't bring you back, I can live without losing it all.
Let's just do this one. Taking all the low end out, it's not needed. Put some chorus on it. Make it a bit wider.
I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I can't bring you back, I can live with losing it all. So come, let's dance, so come. I'm okay.
Put the plate reverb on it that I had.
I can live with losing. It's the greatest show I've ever seen. If I'm okay with that, I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I can't bring you back, I can live with losing it all. So come, let's dance, so come and dance.
Just gonna make it a bit more. Just gonna use a transient design, just to make it a bit more punchier, so it's not as kind of blurry. Where is it? Here it is. Let's have a see what we've got. Just wanted to sit in the mix a little bit better. Just makes it a little bit more defined.
If I'm okay with that, I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I can't bring you back, I can live with losing it all. So come, let's dance, so come and dance. It's the greatest show I've ever seen. If I'm okay with that, I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I
Sounding good to me.
can bring you back, I can live with losing it all. So come and dance, let's dance. So come and dance, I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. Yeah. We can get so high.
Still want to work on this pan man. Might just redo that again. As I said, I don't always get it right first time. Mistakes can happen. Sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. So I'm just going to play around. Just want to make sure this is...
Let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can get so high.
Do you know what? That's funny. That sounded brilliant and I didn't even touch anything.
Let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand.
Right, we're leaving it there. You are. That is a perfect example that sometimes all you've got to do is pull up a plugin and do nothing and it just sounds right. It all depends on the track, the tempo of the song, and sometimes you get lucky and it works, and in this case it did. Let's just have a listen to the start again, just check the revisions that I've done. This is basically the revision process that I do. I'll just go through them one by one and then I'll double check them as we go on.
Can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. Can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen, the greatest show I've ever seen. I close my eyes to fantasize. I keep on coming back to this. The only thing I've ever known, it's coming.
As well as the slap delay, I'm just going to automate that because, you know, he made a comment of actually just increasing the slap on that section. So why not give it a try? Oh, where am I? Let's level it. Let's have a look.
So high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. High, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen.
That's sounding cool. I just want to try something on that last cry. Let's see what we can do.
Cry. I see me on the TV.
Okay, and don't need the de-esser on this one. Let's try and use the Valhalla delay. Note. Let's do 1414. Let's do a big.
You can cry. You can cry. I see. cry. I see me.
Let's do 2.
We can cry. I see. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on. We can laugh, we can cry. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. The great say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. The greatest show I've ever seen. I close my eyes to say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV.
Let's do a really long pre-delay.
Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on.
This is what we're going to do for this part. Where's the mix? The mix. And then we're going to see what happens. If you guys got any questions, please shout. Say in the chat, I'm open.
We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. In the air, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. We can cry. I see me on the laugh, we can cry. I see me on. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen.
Let's just see what I've done here.
We can laugh, we can cry in the air. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. The greatest show. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on time. We can laugh, we can cry in the air. Say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV
Yeah, that sounded good to me.
The greatest show I've ever seen. I close my eyes to fantasize. I keep on coming back to this. The only thing I've ever known. It's common knowing I'm alone. Faces past, it never lasts. But in the end, I'm on my own. So come, let's dance. So come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can get so high, mean it for real this time. We can my own. So come, let's dance. let's dance. So come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold.
Check the start again.
We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen, the greatest show I've ever seen. I close my eyes to fantasize. I keep on coming back to this, the only thing I've ever known.
Right, so what I like to do is I've got to a place where I'm happy. I'm just, so my ears don't get tired, I'm just going to play a track just because I need to hear something. Let's play Charlie Puth, James Taylor, Change. Great song. If you want to know how to record acoustic guitar, this is the song to use because the guitar in this, the acoustic guitar is amazing. Well, I'll play it now. Here you go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Such a beautiful song.
Why are we looking down on our sisters and brothers? Isn't love all that we got?
So if you've got any questions, guys, please message me.
Don't we know everyone's got a
As I said, the stream last week, I did this mix, and then this week we're just doing the revisions. Yeah.
Look around, there are too many of us crying, and not enough love to go round.
There's something so magical about this track.
Another day, another good one.
Anything with James Taylor on sounds
I
great.
know that the world will change the day we know we're all the same. Why can't we just get along? If loving one another's wrong, then how are we supposed to get close to each other? We gotta make that change, yeah. Why can't we just
You're talking about vocal production. That's your answer.
What a waste it would be to deny somebody.
So yeah, it's quite a relaxed stream, this one. Like I said, I did, the bulk of it last week, just doing some final touches this week. After I've heard this song, I'm going to go back and listen to this song, because it'll be fresh, and see where we're at. Maybe change some things, maybe not. But like I said, if you've got any comments or anything, then put it in the chat and I'll see.
Is loving one another's wrong? Then how are we supposed to get close to each other? We gotta make that change, yeah. I know we could break apart, but we don't have to go that way.
Great chordal harmonies.
Why can't we just get along? If loving one another's wrong, then how are we supposed to get close to you? Why can't we just get
Okay, that's enough of that song. Let's go back to our mix and see where we're at with that. I'm going to play it, run it down. If there's no changes and I'm happy, I'm going to print the mix. And if I'm not happy, I'll make changes. Here we go.
We can get so high, meaning for real this time. We can laugh, we
First of all, I think the vocal is too loud here. Seems a bit loud to me.
can get so high. We can get so high, Mean it for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen, the greatest show. We can get so high. Mean it for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry. I see me on the TV screen, the greatest show I've ever seen. I close my eyes to fantasize. I keep on coming back to this. The only thing I've ever known, it's coming knowing I'm alone. Faces past, it never lasts, but in the end I'm on my own. So come, let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. So come, let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can get so high. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. We can get so high. Mean it for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. Realize your compromise. The fire's burning not so bright. You look at me through different eyes. It's the greatest show I've ever seen. If I'm okay with that, I can deal with the fact. Greatest show I've ever seen. If I'm okay with that, I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I can't bring you back, I can live with losing it all. So come, let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. With that, I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I can't bring you back, I can live with losing it all. So come, let's dance, so come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated. Yeah. We can get so high. Mean it for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end say goodbye.
Right, to me, this mix is done. I'm going to print this mix out, and that's done to me. I've done the revisions that he's asked for, and that is now mixed. And then to show you, that was the mix did last week. I haven't really done much different today. I've just, done the tweaks that he said on the revisions, and the difference is between what you're hearing now and what you're hearing on the file pass is I send this out and I have a limiter, and this limiter is just reaching the track, to about -8 LUFS. If I put this limiter here, we'll see what it's going down to.
Laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. Realize your compromise. The fire's burning not so bright. You look at me through different eyes. It's the greatest show I've ever seen. If I'm okay with that, I can deal with the fact that I don't have it all. If I can't bring you back, I can live with losing it all. So come, let's dance. So come and dance. I won't be devastated. Just hold my hand, just hold my hand. It's not that complicated, yeah. We can get so high, mean it for real this time. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye.
Get that up a little bit.
As hard as I try, we always say goodbye. We can laugh, we can cry, in the end, say goodbye. We can laugh, we can goodbye. As hard as I try, we always...
Yeah, that's sounding good to me. That's between -9, -8 LUFS. I'm happy with that. Vocoder I thought was a little bit loud, so I just turned that down. Still the same.
If I'm okay with that, I can deal with the fact that I don't have...
I'm happy with that. So that's basically the revisions done. That's kind of how I'm doing it. Just play some more music. So yeah, that's the another great song by James Taylor. You can tell that I'm a massive fan of James Taylor on this Twitch stream tonight. Sounds great. But yeah, so to me that is mixed. I will then send that back to the client, and I will then see if there is any other revisions, but I doubt there will be, because as you can see, we've completed everything that he's asked for, unless he changes his mind on anything or wants to adjust anything we've done on this Twitch stream. But yeah, this is how I do the revisions. Yeah, if you've got any questions, obviously put it in the chat box and I'll answer them. And I'll be back next Tuesday again at 7 o'clock. I'm going to be streaming every Tuesday. Obviously it depends what tracks I can stream, because there are some tracks that I can't stream. So if I've had a busy week of mixing tracks that I can't stream, then I may not have a track to mix on the live stream. And then if that is the case, we'll then go back to any previous mixes of releases, and I can kind of go through what I've done and how I've done it, and why I've done it. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I hope it's useful information. And like I say, hit me up on Instagram, ask me anything you want, and I can either talk about it in the next Twitch stream, or I can just message you back on there. Yeah. I think we're going to call it that for tonight's Twitch, for tonight's stream, and I look forward to the next one, next Tuesday, 7 o'clock, as I say, every week. Maybe we should just finish this song. And that old north wind should begin. When you listen to music from, ages ago, you can just hear that analog. There is something very special about analog. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I mix, in hybrids, although 98%, to be honest, just digital. And that's purely because of the revision process. When you're using output gear, I love it. The revision process is, a lot longer. Some may argue, I think it's a lot longer. I just feel like with the digital era, you can just, if someone wants a quick change, I can do it in 2 minutes. Whereas if I've got a mixing desk where I've got loads of analog compressors, I've got to remember all those settings when I did it on that mix, and then I have to go back and duplicate those settings and try and recreate what I did to then make the adjustment, to then rebounce everything out. Sure, there may be easier ways to do it, but for me, it's all about being fast, and that would slow me down. However, when you listen to someone like this, you can hear the characteristics of the analog gear being used, and obviously he's very good as well, and the song is great. But I try and recreate this in the digital world, and I guess it's a modern version of this. But there's something very kind of magic about these kind of songs.
You just call out my name.
I find in modern day production and mixing, we're always trying to make everything absolutely perfect, no errors. And when you listen to tracks like this, you can kind of hear vocals slightly out of tune in certain areas, but that's what creates the magic. And, some would argue and say that you're ruining that by making everything perfect. And, sometimes it being just natural creates that sound. So when I'm doing mixing, I kind of recreate that. I kind of make sure that not everything is super clean. Sometimes you have to make everything clean, but you will see that I use kind of distortion, as you saw, like some harmonic saturation there. I use Spectre a lot. This is it looks like an EQ and it acts like an EQ, but it's EQing saturation, and you can change it to like tube. You've got tape, so it's a great plugin to get that kind of sound. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for streaming. Well, streaming, like watching the stream, and I'm excited for next Tuesday, and I'll see you all there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.